What's up, everybody? Trad West Podcast back with another reaction video. Reacting to a little body count combo on the Whatever Podcast today. And, they're always complaining on here about men caring about a girl's body count. And then one of them is pretty crazy on here. But let's hear what they have to say.
Count. I agree, but I also think men care about body count. So, do you have a problem there? Actually, you do. In the questionnaire, you said, "Are men insecure for caring about the woman's body count?" You said yes. Daisy, you said yes. Yes. Do you think they're insecure?
I think I talked about this the last time I was here. I think it depends.
Wait, what?
Like if a man has a high body count and it expects a woman to not have a high body count, I think that shouldn't be a thing. But if a man, like, he's saving himself for marriage and he has a low body count or no body count and he expects that from a woman as well, I think that's valid.
Okay, sure. Kind of different thing. What do you think over there in the corner?
Oh, body counts?
Yeah, like, do you think do you think a man is insecure for caring about a woman's body count?
I don't even understand why it became like a question to ask, like, your body count. Why don't you just meet the person, try to get to know her? Why do you need to know, how many people have you slept with?
Sure.
What does it give me?
What does it give you? Okay.
No, 1 second. Like, you tell me, I had sex with XX woman. Okay, then.
I'm sorry, is there a question?
Like, how does that affect
like
the current relationship
that's
you're
life?
in?
You didn't do anything back to me if you slept with other people.
Oh, I can answer this super
in
easily.
Your past,
yeah.
You did what you had to do. You felt
it's
that
in the
you
past.
wanted to.
Sure.
I mean, if you're not giving me any kind of like sexual sickness while doing sex or stuff like that, like,
it shows discipline. If a woman doesn't have a high body count, it shows she has discipline, and
but
she
just
doesn't.
shaming.
Shaming?
I mean,
what's wrong with
shame?
shame? What's wrong with shame?
Yeah, we need to bring back shaming. I like how they always, like, I'm not condoning men have high body count. I don't have a high body count. I don't condone men have super high body counts either. However, let me preface it a little different because women always used to say, well, men are praised for sleeping around with girls and it's a double standard. Yeah, well, that might not be fair, but life isn't fair, but it's a little different, and I'll explain why. It is easy for even the most average to below average girl to get sex. You can get it easy. Difficult for men. And usually men that have a super high body count, they're like the top. They got something really going for them. Because women are the picky ones, okay? This shows in the dating app informational studies that they have out. Women swipe left, that's a no, on like 80+% of dudes. They are very picky. As they should be, mind you. They should be more picky about who they let have sex with them. And that's how it used to be. That's why when you would meet a woman, usually she was a virgin or, close to it. Now, the reason I'll wait until I delve into why it really matters. I just want to say the comparison, it's not a one-for-one comparison, although I'll agree both parties should not be super promiscuous and have a high body count, but a little different for men. The reason men are kind of cheered on in society for it is because it's harder for men. They have to work on it. They have to have something going for them to be that attractive to a lot of women. Women, you can be just regular old woman or honestly fat or hideous, and you can still get laid really easy. So, a little different.
Just because society decided that we have to follow those rules for who and what. If you feel comfortable that you want to have sex with different people, good for you. Go for it. Until you don't give your problems, you shouldn't even think about, how many people.
Yeah.
It's his business or her business. Mind yours. Why do you need to care about that?
No, we're going to talk all about that. Hunter, your position, are men insecure for caring about a woman's body count?
No.
No? Okay, that's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around the table. If body count really doesn't matter, it's not a big deal. What's your body count?
I don't share that.
Oh, but I thought it doesn't matter. Scoot to the table. You're too far from the mic. Go ahead.
I wouldn't share that.
Why? I thought it doesn't
Because
matter.
I don't think it does.
Oh, okay,
but
then share it.
people are always looking for something to judge. And whether it's one or whether it's whatever number, like I personally don't think it matters. So
But I thought you were a
don't.
sensual woman.
Uh-huh.
So
That
you're
doesn't
just
mean I have
that's
to
that's
like
just a manifestation of your sensuality. The numerous men that you've had sex with.
I don't think I'd never said that.
But it's just your sensuality.
And I don't freely have sex with people.
Oh, you charge them.
No.
Have you ever charged a guy for sex?
No.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you know what? Hold on. We're gonna Adriana. Adriana, share the deets.
Before you guys attack me,
We won't attack you. There will be no
this isn't who I am as a
Can
person.
you tilt your mic down a little bit?
This isn't who I am as a person anymore. I've grown, I've changed, I've gone to therapy, I've done some healing, I've seeked new religious beliefs.
Sure.
I've had my college phases and I've had my delusional
Wait for it.
phases.
22, yeah.
Yeah. So I've made 95 mistakes.
95 mistakes.
Bruh. I don't want to go too hard on her because she's actually kind of a pleasant, seems like a nice girl. But she's only 22 years old. And 95 people she's had sex with. In the case you're watching and you don't know what body count means, that means how many people you had sex with. 95 at age 22. And she's not involved in sex work. That's just college. Modern college girls these days. Another reason it's a waste of time to go to college. I don't know if they're getting 95 bodies, but like 40 to 50 is actually like a common number that you hear from college girls these days. Insane. That's a lot more than me, all right? That's a lot more. And then we can delve into why that is an issue, why dudes even care. One, best way to, not saying you can't change, but best way to predict future outcome and behavior is to look at past behavior and trends. So, she already mentioned she's gone to therapy and everything for it. It causes issues and trauma. It's going to be extra baggage. She's going to be dealing with that. Earlier, like I said, she's a nice girl. She was asking, though, she's like, I give so much love to all the men I'm with, and I've been with all different types of men, and they all end up doing the same thing and leaving me, and, like, I scare them away, I guess. I don't know what's wrong. And one of the guys said, like, well, I'm beginning to wonder, like, if something's wrong with you. And then I think right after this, he's going to go into, ooh, see? There is something wrong with you. 95 bodies? That is damaging for a woman. Very damaging. And, like, there's statistics out there that show. I think it's if you have more than 20 sexual partners, the divorce rate is, woo, way up there. Dogs did not, sorry if you can hear the dog barking, the dogs did not like that sound I just made. Yeah, but 20 plus bodies highly increases the chances of you ending in divorce, your relationship ending in divorce. That's why men care about it. And paternity. Paternity testing should be mandatory at birth for everyone. I don't care what you say, it should be mandatory in today's society. The reason men went after chaste women in that back then and why it was coveted was so that they would know that the kid was theirs. Like, that's the ultimate gift you can give a guy is his future legacy, his offspring. Now, there's a lot of women out there that be having babies while in relationships, and it's a different dudes. That is the ultimate, like, thing that men don't want to happen to them. And there's plenty of it going on. So when you're super promiscuous, higher likelihood of you potentially cheating. Maybe the baby's not yours. Like, ladies, even if you're like the biggest feminist or jaded toward men, how would you feel if you went 18 years raising this kid, pouring all of your time, money, resources into it, loving it, and then you find out after 18 years that it's not yours? Like, that would be heartbreaking. I don't know, maybe women don't look at it that way because you see women always like, it shouldn't matter, you should love that kid. No. And it's not the kid's fault. It's nothing against the kid. The kid didn't do anything. The kid's innocent. The lady's fault. So that's kind of why men care. A, it's a good predictor of future behavior. If you're in a monogamous relationship and women initiate 70+% of divorces, men are taking a big risk getting married in modern society. Unless you're religious, it's really nothing but a risk. So I get why the red pillars tell dudes not to get married. I just think if you're having family, marriage, 2-parent household, nuclear family, healthier for the kids, and it is all about the kids at the end of the day. Once you have kids, it's not about you anymore. You and your partner need to stop being selfish at that point, and it's all about the kids first. And you want to make sure those kids are yours. So between STDs, paternity, making sure the kid's yours, wanting a lasting relationship that doesn't end in divorce, these are all really valid reasons to not want a chick with a super high body count. And like I said, I don't want to pick on her too much because she seems like an actual kind of nice girl. But at 22 years old to almost be at 100 triple digits, bruh. Men, quit sending your daughters to college. Because she acts like she didn't even get with more than one person in like a few days' time or a week's time. There's chicks that are getting freaking trains and shit ran on them in college. Sorority girls with fraternity guys. It's crazy out there. College is a big money scam, and it's degenerate shit that's going on. Just drugs, drinking, sexcapades.
Does anybody remember when I said earlier I was wondering what was wrong
Uh-oh.
with you
Oh.
and the commitment that you couldn't get? And you see what I'm saying? You just questioned it.
So
And
how does that, like, what makes me the problem?
Wait, hold on. Wait, before.
it not necessarily makes you the problem, but I'll explain it after Brian says what he says.
I'll get you in here in just a sec, Hugh. And wait, just so 22, and you said it's 95.
Mhm.
Wait, will you scroll? Just here, Damien. Yeah, if you can get your phone. While she's getting her phone, she's got a list. She's gonna scroll through the list. Body count.
I think that's
Daisy.
That's private.
Daisy. Okay. Body count.
I had a conversation with my boyfriend before I came over here, and he requested that I do not talk about anything like that. So I'm going to respect his wishes.
Who's
and
gonna
won't be answering?
Who's gonna badge up? Who's gonna
What?
badge up
Badge up?
and say their body count? What the body count?
Okay. And I will own this, and this is where shame comes into play.
Own it.
Yeah.
Own it, girl. Go off, queen.
6 were within commitment.
Yeah.
Because that's where I feel safest giving my body. I was also that woman who was loose with boundaries. And yes, there were 4 other men that I slept with. So my body count is 10. I hold personal shame with that because the men.
See, this lady's shamed, and she actually has a relatively modest for modern women, and she's an older woman. She only got 10. And she's over here apologizing.
That I did not have commitment with and I slept with, I felt shitty after those sexual experiences.
Mhm.
So this is
yeah. Okay. Do you want to do a range, Daisy?
I mean, why would we be
Like-
shamed about like having sex?
No,
That's just
there's no
natural.
shame.
Yeah,
There's
like,
no shame.
what-
Yeah, I'm gonna end it soon, but this one, as I mentioned earlier, I believe she's an escort. So we'll wait till you hear this one when she finally gives a range.
what's wrong with having
felt
multiple
I'm
body
asking for a
count.
range.
Where just
Is
men
it
like
50
that,
to
women like that,
100?
human being like
Is it
that.
50 to 100, 20 to 30? What is it?
More than zero.
Give us a
that.
range. Not,
I,
give us a range.
I think it's couple hundred, around couple hundred. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, no shame.
I'm not ashamed about that. I just feel like that's private. Why would I?
I'm not shamed about a couple hundred bodies. Man, yeah. You go, girl. You go, girl. Man.
Yeah.
Why would I answer
Like,
that? Like,
in the high hundreds or like the low hundreds or?
what do you mean high hundreds?
Like 2 to 3 or like 2 to
like
8?
like 100 to 200. I don't count.
Okay,
who I slept
that's fine.
with.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't look down on you. I want that to be clear.
That's fine.
I'm not
Nobody's looking
down.
down.
Yeah.
That's what. Do you want to do range? No. Okay. Range. Give us a range. Come on. You've put your sensuality on a certain amount of men. I don't know where I'm going with this. Okay. Body count.
It's under 1,000.
I mean,
It's a number.
she's fucking.
Yeah, that's impossible. That's impossible.
99.
She's 18.
18 years old. 90. She got you beat. All right. Who got your body count?
I don't.
Into the mic. Into the guys. Guys.
I
into the
don't
mic.
like the
It's over 9,000.
subject, so I would just not answer. So,
I thought the past doesn't matter though. Before you said the past doesn't matter,
still,
but it
I
clearly
believe
does.
that this conversation is very shaming, and
So-
Yeah, it should be shaming. We need to bring back shame in society. I'll just stop it there because they don't say anything more that's that much interesting. Just the shocker there, 95 at age 22. Just so you guys are aware out there, you college guys who might not be at the top of the food chain doing all the sexcapades, there's chicks out there with, we'll be generous and say 40 plus, because I have heard a lot say 40 to 50. So that seems to be kind of a norm with college chicks these days. But 95 at age 22. But she seemed like a nice girl, so I feel bad. But as I said, even if she's changed in that, she's going to have a lot of trauma with all that. She said she had to see a therapist and everything already. Men tend to want drama-free, not full of trauma, not full of baggage women to marry. And that seems like a nightmare waiting to happen. Also, you've had those many, like, if you get just some average to below average dude, are you even going to be, like, happy? You're going to be comparing them to the 95 other dudes you've been with? Be safe out there, fellas. Again, I'm trying to promote marriage, children, two-parent household, nuclear family. But you got to vet people. This goes for men and women. Women, be more selective. Women used to be, before the feminist and sexual revolution, women were so much more picky on who they had children with. Because you'd be screwed if you got knocked up by some deadbeat who couldn't support the family. And now it's like they're just giving it up to these losers and then expecting stepdad to come in and save the day. Nope. Not anymore. She better be really spectacular and thankful if you're going to step in and be stepdaddy. A lot of baggage and none of the upside usually. Might do a full episode on that whole situation. But be safe out there, men. These just got bodies on bodies. Let the bodies hit the floor up in here. Make sure you like, subscribe on all platforms at Trad West Podcast. Till next time, Trad West Podcast.